Merhaba herkese, CI Bloom, hoş geldiniz. Birazdan yine online olarak bağlanacağız. Maalesef aramızda olamadılar. Tezos'tan Diane Drubay ile böyle kısa bir keynote presentation dinleyeceğiz. 15 dakika kadar sürecek. Şimdiden iyi seyirler. Hi Diane, this is Neil from ContempoNeo Istanbul. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good. Hello.
Great, lovely. We just have a picture of you in the screen now. We're going to put you through.
Okay. Okay.
Just an information,
Okay.
the internet is quite flicky at this moment, so your camera might be out, but we're able to hear you, so don't worry about that.
Okay, good. And
Right.
feel free to stop me if I'm actually taking too much time, okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you. You can speak now. I'm out. Bye.
Good. Thank you. I suppose I can start. Hello, everyone. I would like to say thank you to Serena, Marina, and Moda for inviting me today. I'm actually speaking from Berlin. Sorry I couldn't join live. I couldn't join physically, but I'm live, and I'm very happy to be with you. So I am Diane Drubay. I'm actually a visual artist, and I'm also a museum futurist, and I've been guiding museums through innovation for the past 15 years. And for the past year, I have been working on amplifying the Tezos art ecosystem. I can hear echo. Okay, I hope it will change. If you don't know about Tezos, it is a proof-of-stake blockchain protocol, which means it is decentralized, it has a very low carbon footprint, and minting an NFT costs a few cents, making it one of the most democratic and used blockchain in the art space. I will maybe just mute. But if you ask me, actually, my crypto journey started. I won't actually really talk about technology, to be honest. I will talk about art, and I will talk about people first. The best spring is every day, even during the bear market. I'm selling for the first time, even if they have been exhibiting or producing for decades. I know very famous artists who were actually in this position. They kept exhibiting, they kept producing, and then never really selling the digital art. And even better, now they can get
Diane, can you hear me? If you can hear me... Yok yani internetten şu anda.
Or is this type of art, which is actually not so new, has been decades that artists are using it in marketing. But strangely, the art market not really a place in the art market, not really a place where you can exhibit, where you can sell, and not really also the virtual art can be exhibited in the metaverse. And other virtual spaces, but it's also fully transparent by traditional art collectors, obviously, but also by all art amateurs. Just wishing maybe to support art, just starting to collect the art collection, because becoming an art collector in the NFT space is also a proof of support. And you can collect art just with a few dollars if you wish. You know, it's totally changing the game, basically. But maybe let's go back to the basics. What is an NFT? So, you know, an NFT is not an art piece. An NFT is just a digital receipt of you showing that you actually bought a digital art. However, it is really the social consensus which give its value. So let's maybe talk about value. And so most of the time when people are talking about blockchain, cryptocurrencies, they mostly talk about heat sales. This is, where the discussion is going, these big numbers, these big auctions. So, of course, people are mostly talking about the financial value of art. But this should not be the aim. In the art world, the art value is actually made by galleries, auction houses, curators, museums, of course, and collectors. It is not about how much you sell, but it's more about who bought the piece, where will it be exhibited, will it be included in the permanent collection of a very well-known museum, or will it be supported by a local gallery who could actually organize some private visits or some discussions between collector and artist. At the end also, will it be will it become part of history? Will it be included in books? Will journalists and art critics refer to this artwork as something strong in the art history? So this is what it means to collect art. It doesn't mean, gaining a lot of money, having these big hit sales. It means much more. And also because in the NFT space, collecting art is becoming very affordable. It is super inclusive. It is open to everyone. There is no social barrier. There is no financial barriers. There is no technological barrier if you want to collect NFTs. In only a few clicks, if you have a mobile or if you have a computer, you can start collecting NFTs. So basically, with this new technology and the fact that it's proof of stake and that it's also having this very low gas fee and the entry barrier is really, really low. Now we can actually say that art amateurs can finally become art collectors, and I'm not talking about thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just talking about a few dollars again. You don't need to collect for a lot of money to become an art collector, because collecting art is not just about investing. You don't just invest in an artwork. You actually support the artist. You enter the art world. You start going to exhibitions. You can also lend your piece so it can be exhibited in different places. You can join festivals. It is much more than just an investment. You also support the person. You support what the artist represents, the message supported by the artwork, the ideology and the model, maybe the new social model embodied in the art piece. Supporting an artist also means taking a stand, so saying loud that you agree with the artist and that you are ready to support some values in the NFT art ecosystem. Today, NFT art collectors are not neutral. As I said, they support an artist, they support a person, they support a message. But in Tezos, more especially, artists and collectors need to support each other, but even more to support a cause. So we keep talking about the social impact of NFT collecting. And this is becoming more, like when I say we, it's more than the Tezos community and the Tezos ecosystem. It is becoming huge and really key for this community to talk about what kind of cause, what is the value, the social value, the impact value of your NFT each time you are producing one or you are collecting one. But again, what happened last year is that the media were really polarized when they were talking about NFTs. They were mostly highlighting hit sales, and then they actually started to critique the high carbon footprint of blockchain. Why? So many alternatives actually exist. All these transaction approval models such as proof of stake, they exist and they are really celebrated and supported by artists and collectors. The heavy carbon footprint of Ethereum created this beautiful counter movement of clean NFTs or green NFTs. So people, they're minting, they're collecting to do much more. So we started to see donation campaigns arriving to support social and environmental causes. They're really in the heart of the NFT space. For instance, I won't start to list them because every week we actually have a new cause, we have a new campaign. But just to name a few, last year we had an account called SOS Colombia, which has been created to support the protesters during the strikes in Colombia. We had also a group called HIC and Turco, which actually was created to support the local communities in Turkey during the wildfires. You might have heard about them. A lot of donations through art or directly through crypto actually were given. And obviously, in the past few months, huge amounts of NFT art have been actually donated to Ukraine to support as well. So, yeah, collecting is not just investing. It is definitely much more. You also, as I said, you invest, you collect and you support an artist and a message and where this person is coming from, the kind of model that this person is also embodying. So we see a lot of art collectors collecting for social change to actually empower more small communities, empower education, empower some non-heard voices so they can speak louder. So it is really about empowering and supporting much more than anything else. Also, we start to see a lot of campaigns which are being created to exclusively to actually donate all the benefits to charity. So you will see some artists actually joining forces and producing NFTs. So all the sales will be donated. You know, for so many different reasons, for so many different causes. Sometimes it's for nature rewarding, teens education, protecting the ocean, and much more. And lately, we even had Guerlain, the perfume brand, who actually did a beautiful collaboration with the Young Artist Bertrand Foundation to rewild a big park near Paris in France. This is one example. Again, I can give you hundreds. So again, social and environmental impact, very, very important. And this is actually leading us to this new movement that is called NFT impact. So just saying that you may have heard that NFTs are really close to finance and speculation. In other words, such as in the Tezos community, it is really, really intertwined with social impact and environmental impact. And I don't know if you saw, but 2 days ago, actually, the Tezos Foundation announced the creation of its first permanent art collection. And basically, the Tezos Foundation commissioned the artist, Nisan Ahimam is an artist, creative director, and very loud and very admired social activist. And his mission is $1 million to collect artists from Africa and Asia. With this very generous budget, hopefully we will see more and more communities being empowered, more and more artists being given them the opportunity to produce more and more. The Tezos community just wants to see these artists blooming and feeling even more empowered. This project was a perfect example of how the Tezos Foundation really understands the Tezos community, you know, because from the beginning last year, the Tezos community is all about diversity, inclusion, openness, equity, and this is exactly the goal of this new project. Just supporting and empowering artists to celebrate really the diversity of the community. So yeah, again, it is really about art and people first. We can talk about money, but it is not the aim. The aim is really to support and to give a home to digital art, to find a new model, a new space in the art market, which is following different rules, different behaviors, different culture, new vocabulary, new exhibition spaces, new types of art, and it's just amazing. It's just the beginning of a new exploration of a new type of art, and museum curators and art critics are already, and students are already researching and writing about it. It might feel a little bit alien from the outside, and also overwhelming because it goes very, very fast. However, it is also a community full of really benevolent and supportive people, always ready to welcome, always ready to guide, to explain. It is not this top-down or difficult to reach community. It is really inclusive, totally not exclusive, and that's really something that is really at the core of the Tezos community. So again, I won't say more. I hope this actually gave you a good idea of what is the NFT art ecosystem and how Tezos is also working. It's a space which is very, very rich. I gave you one perspective of it. Other people today and tomorrow will give you other ones. And that's really this diversity as well of behaviors and perspectives and cultures, which are, again, really at the heart of this NFT space.